hot one, and it should be a really good matchup between two good teams.
Whether you're joining us on KOKO or you're joining us on MoSportsZone.com, we're very glad to have you tonight. Again, if you're listening on KOKO and you're saying, man, I'd really like to see what's going on, you can. You go to the MoSportsZone app, MoSportsZone.com, or on YouTube. It's still MoSportsZone, and you can see everything. There'll be video, there'll be scoreboard, and our subpar commentary will be alongside of things. Football is getting started tonight. The teams are getting ready to take the field. The band is on the field. They gave us a very nice pregame introduction. 3-2 are the Warrensburg Tigers. Brady, I mean, what have you seen out of Warrensburg here early this season?
You know, I've seen a lot of excitement out of this Warrensburg team. They have a very exciting offense. A.J. Smith, a very big name, but there's also some things that need to be kind of settled in. This team could most definitely be a 5-0 team, but they're sitting at 3-2 currently. One of the biggest things I want to point out is ball security. Ball security is always a big key of the game. I mean, if you want to win the turnover margin in games, in that game back, what was it, 2 weeks ago, it was Warrensburg versus Harrisonville. They did not win the turnover margin, and that was one of the big reasons they lost that game 35-28.
The Odessa Bulldogs are coming in with a record of 4-1. They're just, 6 seasons now removed from a state championship when they won in 2019, a very, high tradition program out in Odessa. And these two teams obviously know each other very well. Ironically, not in the same district this year, despite being very close in conference. They haven't played a common opponent either yet. Has taken on the district or the conference opponents of Center and Clinton, and of Warrensburg is only staying on Harrigan for Warrensburg. It was a 38-7 win. And speaking of dominating, that would be Odessa in this matchup history. 8-2 matchups, and actually, though, last year Warrensburg won this matchup.
Yeah, and it was a pretty crazy game, 50-42, which is, Ryan, a very high-scoring game for a high school football game. But this one should be a really good matchup tonight between both these teams, and I'm kind of excited to see what energy both in it with the heat and things.
Warm for a October game, right? It feels weird to say that we're in October. It's October 3rd, guys. I know I can't believe the year has seemingly flown by. It's weeks. So you need to find out things about your team. I'm kind of holding it here because I don't want to go to break until the national anthem. Could get into something before the national anthem. I really can't tell what's going on. We have Pittsburgh out of the tunnel earlier, the same tunnel that the Warrensburg Tigers are getting ready to run out of. We were 8 minutes away from kickoff, seemingly. I think that clock might be a little fast. But no sight of the team as they have not taken on from the locker room yet. But it looks like there might be some movement there. Yeah, it doesn't sound like we're getting the national anthem yet. I literally have no clue what's going on. I didn't get a schedule before this game. I do know, though, Brady, who do you think that Warrensburg needs to get going?
I mean, it's kind of the A.J. Smith sticks. It's one of the biggest parts of the game is kind of controlling the run game, time of possession, and A.J. Smith is due any time.
Absolutely,
you can never out of the equation.
As Warrensburg gets set to take the field here. A beautiful night for football. I guess tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Pilgrim Mortgage. They're your trusted home, or trusted partner, that is, for home. I apologize if the audio's off. I don't really know. We're trying to get that figured out as we build here. They were led out by Cruz Villegas, the senior captain, once-time quarterback, now just kind of a gadget player. Again, we're a Medical Center pregame show. Medical Center, your partner for health, advanced medicine, closer to home. Visit WMMC.com today. The field step aside when we return. More of the show you're listening to on KOKO Sports.
Looking for more than just a healthcare provider? At Western Missouri Medical Center, we're your dedicated partner for health. Our team of expert specialists, advanced treatments, and cutting-edge technology means you get the care you need when you need it most. We're proud to care for the community we call home, and we're here to support your health at every stage of life. Learn more at WMMC.com. Western Missouri Medical Center, your partner for health.
Hi, it's me, your little round buddy teed up on the first hole at Mules National Golf Club. Whee! Now, I'm rolling down the beautiful Zoysia fairway. Nice shot. Yahoo! Ugh, whoopsie, you hit me in one of their beautiful white sand bunkers. Whoa, I'm high over the water on the Island Green 18th hole. Whew, safe on the green. Now just put me in the hole. That's a birdie!
Book your tee time today at mulesnational.com.
Tiger Football is back on the air. Brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance, Lindsay Tegmeyer Agency, Flat Branch Home Loans, American Senior Benefits, Davis Bell Auction Services, Central Bank of Warrensburg, IHOP of Warrensburg. Now, here's Tiger football coach Chris Cavanaugh.
You can depend on your Comfort Maker dealer to keep your home and family comfortable all summer long. Whether it's a spring tune-up or a midsummer emergency repair call, our customers enjoy the peace of mind that comes with having a reliable relationship with a rock-solid service partner. Make Fox Heating and Cooling your first and only call for outstanding cooling products and solutions. Call 660-747-2992 or come by 448 East Gay Street. Comfort Maker. Comfort with confidence.
Hi, this is Jared Jones from Pilgrim Mortgage. I think it's important that you know who we are, and we believe home is more than an address. It's your future. Our team is dedicated to guiding you through the mortgage process with expertise, integrity, and a personal touch. You might even say that we're a little old-fashioned because we still believe that the client is always first. So come see me today, Pilgrim Mortgage, 101 North McGuire Street, Suite B in Warrensburg, or find me online at homeloansbyjared.com.
Warrensburg Tigers Football on AM 1450 and 92.1 FM KOKO.
Kevin from Lee Summit Warrensburg Ford just made me another happy customer.
Ready, set, Ford. It's game time at Warrensburg Ford, and we're offering savings that will make you a winner. How about 2025 Ford F-150 XLT with low 3.9% financing for 72 months with approved credit, plus $3,250 in savings. It's a great way to tailgate in your new F-150 from Warrensburg Ford.
Hi, I'm Evan Harris, and the tradition of making happy customers continues at Warrensburg Ford.
AM 1450 and 92.1 KOKO with Warrensburg Tigers Football.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Tegmeyer, your local State Farm agent here in Warrensburg. As a longtime resident, chamber member, and two-time UCM graduate, I'm proud to serve the Johnson County community with the highest-rated insurance company in the nation, State Farm. I'd love to have the opportunity to sit down with you and review any or all of your policies to see how I can help you create a personalized plan that specifically fits your needs. I look forward to talking to you.
Click, call, or stop by to talk with Lindsay Tegmeyer, your local State Farm agent on East Russell Avenue in Warrensburg.
Let's be honest, football isn't the only thing with ups and downs lately. Mortgage rates have been moving too. And Travis Fleming at Flat Branch Home Loans is here to help. If you bought a home when rates were around 8% or higher, now might be the perfect time to call a timeout and refinance or even consolidate some debt. And for all the first-time buyers, don't sit on the sidelines. Travis would love to help you get in the game and score home. Travis Fleming with Flat Branch is your playbook for smarter home loans. Find Travis on the web today at flatbranchhomeloans.com/Warrensburg.
Real estate, land, equipment, tools, guns, coins, you name it, we can handle it. Hello, this is Chad Davis at Davis Bell Auction and Real Estate. James Bell and I take great pride in being able to offer an auction plan that best suits our clients. Our decades of experience, availability, and attention to detail will make your next auction a great success. When you need an auction, think Davis Bell, your full auction service company. Give us a call, 660-747-6988, or find us today at davisbellauctions.com.
Welcome to Home Improvement Improved. At Central Bank, our home equity loans help you make your dream home a reality. With our experienced local lending team and a lower interest rate than a credit card, you'll have more flexibility and the cash you need to update your home the way you want to. Because we do banking better. Visit any of our convenient locations or apply online. Central Bank. Strong roots. Endless possibilities. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Hello, Central Missouri. This is Michael Malloy from American Senior Benefits. When the Tigers find themselves in the red zone, they pull out their special playbook to find the end zone. Retirement has a red zone too. The 5 years leading up to and the first 10 years of retirement are critical to having a well thought out plan. Let the experts at American Senior Benefits guide you to your end zone so you don't have to settle for a field goal. American Senior Benefits, across from the courthouse in Warrensburg, proudly flying our nation's colors each and every workday.
Warrensburg Tigers Football on AM 1450 and 92.1 FM KOKO.
We say good evening in Warrensburg, Missouri. Ryan Retone, Brady Retone, alongside you tonight for tonight's presentation of KOKO High School Sports. We apologize for the audio difficulties, but we have them figured out right in time. We just got done with the coin toss, the Davis Bell Auction Services coin toss, agriculture, equipment, real estate, household, antiques, and more. 660-747-6988. It's Warrensburg, it's Odessa, and they're being brought to you live by Pilgrim Mortgage, your trusted partner for home financing. 573-230-6194. Week 6. Can you believe it's week 6, Brady?
Not at all, Ryan. This season has look at it, it's October, and you're like, where has all the time gone?
So here's the neat thing about Warrensburg Tigers football. They just got new jerseys. The not neat thing is they all have different numbers. So this is going to be a really interesting night. We know most of the numbers. We know they're the normal guys that are back there. I don't know every single one of them, their new numbers by heart. So hopefully we don't call anyone out the wrong way, but there's literally, the programs aren't updated. There's really not a whole lot we can do. And I do know this is Ethan Hook getting set to kick things off. This is the Warrensburg Ford first half. And we are underway. Week 6 of high school football has begun. Kick is returned at the 10-yard line. Odessa, they've got a seam down the sideline, making one man miss, trucking over a defender, and piling out of bounds right at the 45-yard line on the return. That was Cole Westerhold.
And here comes this Warrensburg defense that we saw play pretty well a couple weeks ago, and last week, of course, they played really well. They're one of the best defenses in the area.
Last week, Trevin Shaw, the sophomore defensive back, had 3 interceptions in the first half. I wasn't with you last weekend. Colton Taylor was, and big thank you to him for filling in for me last week. But it was a big win for the Tigers, and it was mostly in part to this defense, and we get a first look at them here. In the shotgun is the quarterback, Michael Scott. Scott hands it off to Westerhold, running right side, and he's across the 50-yard line. One play and already into enemy territory, down at the 48.
And that's why special teams are so important, Ryan.
Yeah.
They have just set themselves up perfectly for a good drive, and now not only are you in 4-down territory early in the game, you're past the 50-yard line from 1 5-yard gain.
The Bulldogs are moving right to left on your audio feed tonight. They have 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen, a running back to the left of the quarterback, Scott. They hand it off to Westerhold again, running right tackle. He's got first down yardage and pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And this is where, if you're watching the broadcast, you're going to find out real quickly that we are not in a great spot to have a camera. There's actually a pole in the middle of where the camera's got to be. So if the ball's on the 35-yard line, I'm sorry, we'll do what we can to show you. But it's not a great angle, and sometimes you just got to deal with what you got. In the pistol formation here. First down and 10 from the 40-yard line. They fake the handoff. This is a play-action pass. There's a man wide open in the seam, and it's caught. Touchdown. It took 3 plays, and Michael Scott finds Jackson Whitaker for a 40-yard touchdown, and Odessa strikes first.
And Ryan right there is man coverage, and it was a little bit of, hey, I'm faster than you, so I'm going to run right down the middle of the field, and that's exactly what it was. A great play concept there on the post, and just one step ahead of everybody on this Warrensburg defense.
We talked about how good the Warrensburg defense has been at times. That was not one of them. Extra point attempt here for Odessa after the touchdown. Snap back, hold down, kick is barely up. It was a line drive, but it is through. We're not even a minute into this game. Odessa strikes first. It's 7-0. You're listening to Warrensburg Tigers football on KOKO Sports.
Kevin from Lee Summit Warrensburg Ford just made me another happy customer.
Ready, set, Ford. It's game time at Warrensburg Ford, and we're offering savings that will make you a winner. How about 2025 Ford F-150 XLT with low 3.9% financing for 72 months with approved credit, plus $3,250 in savings. It's a great way to tailgate in your new F-150 from Warrensburg Ford.
Hi, I'm Evan Harris, and the tradition of making happy customers continues at Warrensburg Ford.
AM 1450 and 92.1 KOKO with Warrensburg Tigers Football.
Well, that didn't take long. It was less than a minute, actually 48 seconds to be exact, that it took not the Warrensburg Tigers, the Odessa Bulldogs, headed by Brett Jewell, to go 60 yards and score an opening drive touchdown. We're, again, not even a minute into the Warrensburg Ford first half, but glad you guys are joining us tonight. Hope you're joining us on MoSportsZone.com so you can see everything live. Brady's doing his best job to run the camera and avoid the pole that you're about to see on your screen. There we go. That ball is taken out at the 5-yard line, running across the far sideline and dragged down at the 20-yard line. So this drive will start at the 20-yard line. Here comes Camden Mannering, the sophomore quarterback. Had a very good week last week. To the left of him is A.J. Smith. Now he'll actually motion out of the backfield, and we'll see 5 wide on drive number 1. It was a slow start offensively for Warrensburg last week. I think anyone would tell you that, but it worked out in the end. They hand it off to Smith. Smith bursts off it.
makers.
5 minutes and 1 second. And if you're watching tonight's broadcast on MoSportsZone.com, first off, that's awesome. It's a great place to go. If you download the app, you get score updates from every single game within our listening area as they run the football. And it's a loss of 2. Brought down at the 40-yard line was the ball carrier for Odessa. But if you were listening and didn't have audio, we're sorry it cut out on us, but it's back. So glad that you guys can hear us now. It's Ryan Retone, Brady Retone. Alongside you, we're at Warrensburg High School, where Odessa leads 7-0 over the Warrensburg Tigers. Their first drive was amazing. Since then, Warrensburg's defense is locked in. 2nd down and 12. The running back is Isaiah Hanks. Dropping back to pass, it was Michael Scott. Scott steps up and gets a gain of 7.
And that's something you don't see out of a lot of high school quarterbacks, is being comfortable to step up to the pocket and take off and run. And Scott does a really good job there of just picking up a good chunk of yards and cutting down that distance to go.
Well, the bells toll here at Warrensburg. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's another big 3rd down. They've already gotten off the field on a 3rd down and a 4th down. This one's 3rd down and 4 from about midfield. Play action pass, firing across the middle. It's complete and good for a Fox Heating and Cooling 1st down. It was the same guy that got the touchdown earlier, Jackson Whitaker, the junior, and he's had a good night early.
And that was a gimme route right there. I believe it looked more of a choice route. It was kind of a, hey, if you get deep and you have a step on him, then you're going to go deep. If not, you're going to sit down. And the right read there by the receiver and quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Michael Scott just got the 1st down completion. Play action. He'll drop back to pass again. He's protected. Firing to the middle of the field. He's got a man. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Amari Powell. It's a 40-yard bomb from Michael Scott. 2 40-plus yard passing touchdowns for Scott, and they lead 13-0.
The more impressive part of that, those have all been in the air.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a catch and run, but it's been the ball traveling in the air, and another big-time play, and another time that the Warrensburg defense has gotten beat over top.
Pending the PAT, it'll be a 14-point game. Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it's good. 3 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the first quarter. Odessa leads 14-0 on KOKO Sports.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Tegmeyer, your local State Farm agent here in Warrensburg. As a longtime resident, chamber member, and 2-time UCM graduate, I'm proud to serve the Johnson County community with the highest rated insurance company in the nation, State Farm. I'd love to have the opportunity to sit down with you and review any or all of your policies to see how I can help you create a personalized plan that specifically fits your needs. I look forward to talking to you.
Click, call, or stop by to talk with Lindsay Tegmeyer, your local State Farm agent on East Russell Avenue in Warrensburg.
You're listening to Warrensburg Tigers Football on AM 1450 and 92.1 FM KOKO.
We're going to take a look at the MoSportsZone scoreboard. Again, you don't have to listen to me. You can download the app, see all the games live, and also see score updates from every game within our listening area. Bolivar trails West Plains 6-7 in the first quarter. Rockbridge is up on Camdenton 7-0. Hallsville is beating Osage 8-0. Rolla and St. Mary's South tied at 0 in the first quarter. Adrian has a 14-point lead over Versailles. Waynesville and Glendale are tied at 0. And here in Warrensburg, Odessa has the 14-point lead over the Tigers. Kickoff is off, and Warrensburg looking to get something going on drive number 3. Mayhem takes it from the 1-yard line. Mayhem, he's brought down, lots of tacklers there. A 15-yard return. Probably should have let it bounce out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, and that one was kicked pretty low on the line, and it took a big hop up, and I'm kind of shocked he grabbed it, saying that this Odessa kickoff team is flying down the field and making some big tackles.
Remind you that Warrensburg Tigers football is brought to you by Pilgrim Mortgage, your trusted partner for home financing. Call 573-230-6194. We're in the Warrensburg Ford first half. Odessa leads 14-0 with 3 minutes and 18 seconds to play in the first quarter. Mannering in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the bottom. A.J. Smith in the shotgun as well. They fake the handoff. Mannering takes off himself, gets a blocker, and Mannering a very nice run to the first down marker, and they'll say it is a Fox Heating and Cooling first down.
And that's a big play there because, you've seen Odessa selling out on the run on A.J. Smith. They have a target on his hat, and that's a great job of yanking it and just getting some big yards.
Back on the ball quickly. They fake the handoff. Fire across. Almost one-handed. Caught, but a very nice tackle from number 25, Raleigh Hanks, the senior linebacker.
And a big hit there by Raleigh Hanks. And that was more of a hospital ball.
Yeah.
Almost a great job of Villegas. I thought he did pull it in for a minute, but the moment his legs went over his head, that's when the ball kind of got punched out.
RPOs and quarterback keepers, a good way to slow down the linebackers and maybe open up the A.J. Smith running game. 2nd down and 10. This time they don't hand it off to Smith. Mannering keeps it himself, and he's swallowed up well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 6. Quarterback keeper worked the first time. That time defense was all over it. And we don't know up here if that's a designed quarterback keeper or if they're running the read option.
It looks like they're running the read option because the DN did crash down. It was just the point of that outside backer scraped over top and made a really good play.
3rd down and 16. We've already seen 2 3-and-outs for Warrensburg. This one won't be a 3-and-out because they already got a first down, but it could be a 4-and-out. A flag flies. I'd have to imagine this is defensively. Did they break the huddle with 12? No, they just say offsides. I didn't even see a hard count. Did you?
I didn't see a hard count either.
Well, a free 5 yards. 3rd down and 11 sounds a little bit easier, and I think this is one where if you could get it out to the 35-yard line and it's a yard to go, you might think about going for it. So we'll see what they try to pick up here on 3rd down and 11. 2 receivers to the top. Mayhem and Villegas are the slots. Dropping back to pass, he's protected, stepping up, dumps it off to Villegas, makes a man miss, and spins across the first down marker. That is big time. Crowd wants a flag here. It looks like there was a late hit, but it doesn't matter. It's a Fox Heating and Cooling first down on the pitch and catch from Mannering to Villegas.
And Ryan, the saying, hey, get it to your playmakers. They'll make plays for you. Villegas, a big play there, especially having a spin move off a defender to pick up a first down, but now he's headed out and looking like he's aching a little bit.
Villegas has been utilized a lot more here early than he has in the past weeks in the passing game. 5 wide here for Warrensburg. Dropping back to pass, Mannering drifts to the right side, fires across the middle, he's got a man. 40, down the sideline, can he beat him? No, dragged out of bounds at the 25. A big pitch and catch. Nash Collins, the sophomore wide receiver. But there's a flag down, and I could be wrong, but I think that Collins shouldn't have been lined up on the line of scrimmage. We'll wait. Warrensburg coming back. I think it will be a penalty against the Tigers. And I do believe that's what the penalty was. That's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate, but can we talk about that ball real quick? That was
very
a
nice
great ball. Just kind of sneaking it over the linebacker's head, and that's all you needed to do there because it was kind of that dead spot between the safety and the linebackers, and that's a lot of balls most quarterbacks can't throw, and that was a great job by Mannering there.
Well, the penalty, which the referee can't seem to figure out if he's supposed to touch the back of his head or the back of his shoulders. It's the back of his head that he's trying to touch. But that will be 5 yards, 5-yard penalty, but it really feels like a 50-yard penalty because it wipes off a very big pass reception to Nash Collins. So 2nd down and 15. Fake the handout. Fire outside to Mayhem. Mayhem turns up field. They'll say he went out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Still a gain of 7 on first down, excuse me.
Yeah, that was just a little out route there, just trying to get something going in this offense because when they do have something going, it just gets wiped away as we saw in that last play and just kind of moving forward towards the sticks on 3rd down.
It was 2nd down on the last play, not 3rd down. So now it's 3rd down and 7. This is a spot of the field where if you get 3 or 4 on 3rd down, you're probably going for it. 2 receivers to the bottom, 2 to the top. Balance set. They fake the handoff to Smith. Dropping back to pass. He's got a man, and what a catch! Climbing the ladder, Dominique Mayhem. picks up the first down at the 43.
And the guts by Mannering to throw that ball, because there was 3 guys there, and he put it exactly where he needed to be. And Mayhem going up and getting it. I mean, Randy Moss drew perfection right there.
A Fox heating and cooling 30-yard line. Motion Villegas, he's returned across the formation, trips to the top. Smith in the backfield, they hand it off to Smith. Mannering fooled me. He's across the 30-yard line and a first down.
And a big play there by Mannering. Just, I don't know if it's a quarterback keeper or read option, but he's doing a good job reading it. Got blown up. He fooled me. I was staring at Smith for a minute.
Smith was just standing in the middle of the field. It looked so odd.
And yeah,
that's because he didn't have the ball. It makes so much sense now. Well, it's a Fox heating and cooling first down, clock under 40 seconds. Warrensburg will have to run one more play at least. A good balance of run and pass on this drive. 2 tight ends and the set. Dorian Lee lines up in the backfield with A.J. Smith and Mannering. They hand it off to Smith. Smith, he finds a burst across the middle of the field, down on the left hash mark and at the 15. Clock stops momentarily for the chains to move. The run game finally opens up. And actually, it's just going to stop for good. It's a timeout for Odessa. Such an odd time to take but with 21-point play in the Warrensburg Ford first quarter, Warrensburg driving. 14 leads. Big play when we return on KO.
Let's be honest, football isn't the only thing with ups and downs lately. Mortgage rates have been moving too. And Travis Fleming at Flat Branch Home Loans is here to help. If you bought a home when rates were around 8% or higher, now might be the perfect time to call a timeout and refinance or even consolidate some debt. And for all the first-time buyers, don't sit on the sidelines. Travis would love to help you get in the game and score a home. Travis Fleming with Flat Branch is your playbook for smarter home loans. Find Travis on the web today at flatbranchhomeloans.com/Warrensburg. Warrensburg Tigers Football on AM 1450 and 92.1 FM KOKO.
Well, out of the Flat Branch Home Loans timeout, Warrensburg has entered the American Senior Benefits red zone. They're on the 17-yard line of the Odessa Bulldogs, trailing by 14. Tight formation, 2 tight ends. 21.7 seconds to play in the first quarter. They motion both tight ends across the formation. That's Yancey and Lee. Fake the handoff, fire outside. There's a fade ball to Mayhem, running underneath it, but just over the top, and it'll be incomplete. Yeah, that near right corner of the end zone is not going to be seen on the stream. There's, again, we're in a press box that's got windows that don't like to work with us too well.
No, not at all.
When it's the near window that's the problem, you can kind of see, but when it's the far one, you're just going to see the wall. 17.1 seconds to play. It's second down and 10 from the 17-yard line. They'll motion a wide receiver across. Everyone's to the right side of this formation. It's Mannering and Smith. Fake the handoff. They'll fire across to Theo McCracken, who picks up first down yardage on the play action pass. Play action has worked so well.
And that was such a smooth mesh there between Mannering and A.J. Smith. I mean, they're rotating everybody to the right. I mean, who wouldn't want to run to the weak side here with the field over there? And a great job reading that middle backer just to get it across the middle of the field.
Clock down to 2. Will Warrensburg get a playoff? They don't. But they're in good position on the 4-yard line of the Odessa Bulldogs at the end of the first 0-0 on the door or footsteps of the goal line. When we return on KOKO Sports, can Warrensburg punch it in?
Real estate, land, equipment, tools, guns, coins, you name it, we can handle it. Hello, this is Chad Davis at Davis Bell Auction and Real Estate. James Bell and I take great pride in being able to offer an auction plan that best suits our clients. Our decades of experience, availability, and attention to detail will make your next auction a great success. When you need an auction, think Davis Bell, your full auction service company. Give us a call, 660-747-6988, or find us today at davisbellauctions.com.
Welcome to Home Improvement, Improved. At Central Bank, our home equity loans help you make your dream home a reality. With our experienced local lending team and a lower interest rate than a credit card, you'll have more flexibility and the cash you need to update your home the way you want to. Because we do banking better. Visit any of our convenient locations or apply online. Central Bank. Strong roots. Endless possibilities. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
You're listening to Warrensburg Tigers Football on AM 1450 and 92.1 FM KOKO.
We've returned for second quarter action. It's 14-0 Odessa, but Warrensburg has the ball on the 4-yard line. Motion a tight end across the formation. Smith is in the backfield with Mannering. Mannering, they ride the handoff. He'll take it himself, tucks it up in, dives for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! The quarterback keeper. It was the Camden Mannering drive. He goes 4 yards and gets the touchdown run.
And the biggest part about that one right there is, Ryan, is he didn't go down. He put his shoulder down, and he worked through a couple of defenders. And as a coach and as a team, you got to love when your quarterback's going to be there to fire you up and just lower his shoulder and do anything to get in that end zone.
Mannering had some very nice runs. Poetic that he was the one that punched it in. Snap back, hold down, kick up, and it is good. We're only 6 seconds into the second quarter here, and Warrensburg strikes early. We'll just go ahead and stay here. I mean, what's the point of leaving? Brady driving.
Mannering having control that drive. I think that was the big one. It was more of the fact of they were running other stuff than just at some point after you have other playmakers, we're going to get on the ball, and that's going to open up the game for A.J. Smith. But Mannering there, just a great job of making good reads on read options, keeping it himself. The ball placement we saw from him was amazing. Big plays there on that drive. I know one got called back, but he did a really good job of just sneaking balls in really tight windows that probably shouldn't get through. But that's all that matters is that they did get through, and I think that was one of the biggest points. It just shows a leader as a young quarterback, as a sophomore. That was very Josh Allen type there to lower his shoulder and barrel into the end zone like that.
And tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Pilgrim Mortgage, your trusted partner for home financing. Call 573-230-6194. Touchdowns are brought to you by IHOP, and since it's a home game, you can go get a free pancake for every touchdown the Tigers score tonight. Well, they finally get one on the board thanks to Camden Mannering. Ethan Hook's kick is off. Returning it down the far sideline is Odessa, and he'll be brought down at the 39-yard line. This was kind of how the first drive got set up for Odessa. A very nice return, and then the pass game had been really good for the Bulldogs early on.
Yeah, I mean, this unit is fan kickoff return. They've done a good job of picking up that valued part of the game is the kickoff units.
Yeah,
because it sets up every drive. I mean, wherever you get the ball at is just ultimately making it shorter. Odessa's done a really good job of making it shorter for their offense.
Formation here for Odessa, right next to the right tackle. They hand it off to the back. He's running right tackle patiently. Finds a break sideline. Down and no hands. One play, 61 yards for the running back, Cole Westerhold.
Done on both sides of the ball, but a great job there. He was very patient on the stretch there. It did defenders coming back from now.
Back plays from scrimmage. We've seen a rushing touchdown. Mannering went for 4, but Wester and goes 61 yards on touch down the sideline. Touchdown. Pick up and as from life in this game. Odessa takes it back 61 yards for Westerhold. It's 21-7. Odessa leads. You're listening to Warrensburg Tigers Football on KOKO.
Hello, Central Missouri. This is Michael Malloy from American Senior Benefits. When the Tigers find themselves in the red zone, they pull out their special playbook to find the end zone. Retirement has a red zone too. The 5 years leading up to and the first 10 years of retirement are critical to having a well thought out plan. Let the experts at American Senior Benefits guide you to your end zone so you don't have to settle for a field goal. American Senior Benefits, across from the courthouse in Warrensburg, proudly flying our nation's colors each and every workday.
Warrensburg Tigers Football on AM 1450 and 92.1 FM KOKO.
You don't have to listen to me tell you. Just download the app today. You can watch games live. You MoSportsZone app if you're on radio right now. YouTube to watch this scoreboard. Plains leads over Bolivar 14-6 in the first quarter. Rocky Camdenton, Hallsville, and Osage are tied at 8. Rollins and St. Mary's South tied at 0. Adrian leads over Versailles 20-0. And 21-7 leads over. That one's just gonna sit. Even a poop drive, yeah.
And I'm going to have a feeling they're going to throw that one in the river and probably not come back to it.
Yeah.
But the ultimate goal is there for him to pop straight up in the air and hit the 40-yard line and bounce to pick that one up with that first say. But, I mean, it's just getting Warrensburg.
Warrensburg is in their crimson jerseys. These are actually new jerseys. I noticed I believe they have new jerseys. And I wasn't at the game last week, but I obviously watched whenever I could. And it's a slick look. And off of Herring's just going to be dragged down. It looked like they were trying to fake forward hand off and then hand it off the spin. Herring just has to cut his losses.
I think either Smith went out the wrong way because it looked good. Concept. Not execute.
Stern talking about for time. Firewall on the first side. Maybe it wasn't. It was. Excuse me, and to a
I mean, right now, when you look at the penalty to yard,
and on the far side of whistles, did we maybe Odessa? Yeah, second out in the second quarter. I'm brought to you by Sholom's. 4-2-2, 56-99, and we're in the second quarter. It's 21-7. Odessa leads. They just took a timeout a minute in the second quarter. I mean, it had to have been really wrong for Odessa to take a timeout.
Yeah, I'm really confused because that's not a spot where Odessa should be calling a timeout, Ryan. Not at all. And I don't know if they saw something, but
that was odd.
It was a really confusing timeout. And did Odessa take the timeout, or was it the refs? Because they were talking something over.
No, Odessa called a timeout. They signaled an Odessa timeout, and so it's 3rd down and 17 on the field. Is a legal man downfield a loss of down as well?
I believe so. Because it wasn't blown. It's not a play that's blown dead.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
Oh.
Well, I don't. A legal man downfield should not result in the loss of downs. It was second down on the play before, no? Regardless, it's 3rd down and 17. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. They just burst out into this formation. And a turnover, an unforced turnover. They give the ball to Odessa. And they are and with 57 seconds of left for the first half, the Bulldogs are knocking the door of a blowout.
And that's just too ahead of yourself there. It hit off of Manner's hands, and then A.J. Smith proceeded. The ball fell right on his foot. He hit it. Just very unlucky there.
I'm watching on the sideline, said that snap might have been a little low. I didn't really notice it. It didn't even look like he wanted the snap yet. So, but both him and the center, Cole Jones, just seem to be in agreement. And off, and the defense has woken up for Warrensburg. I mean, it was a very inspirational talk that was happening on the sideline, and it happened the entire time until they were forced to go onto the field.
Very, very big fire and shot. It's just, hey guys, step up now, and they for sure are.